Hello, children. Children, there is a story, a legend about a small village, Gotham, in Nottinghamshire in England. During those days, King John ruled in England and he wanted to, to impose some extra expenses on the villagers of Gotham. And children, those villagers did not want to pay the extra expenses. So what did they do? They started doing foolish things. They started posing themselves as fools. Everything they did in a stupid manner. And all would laugh at them. Children, from then onward, the people of England started calling the men of Gotham fools of Gotham, wise fools of Gotham, or the wise men of Gotham. And today's story is based on a funny incident that occurred during those days in the village of Gotham. Children, this story is adapted from The Wise Men of Gotham. And the story is The Wise Fools of Gotham. Listen, children. Children, it's once day it so happened that two men of the village of Gotham met on the bridge. Now, one was Peter and the other was Harry. Peter said, "Hey Harry, where are you going? How are you?" And Harry answered, "Yes, Peter, I am going to the market." Peter asked, "For what?" He said, "Oh, I am going to buy some sheep." Okay. Harry, you're buying some sheep. Just tell me, which way will you bring your sheep back? Harry said, "Of course, by this bridge." Now, children, this man Peter had the habit of opposing anything and everything, whether it was right or wrong. Now he said, "No, Harry, you will not bring the sheep on this bridge while bringing them home." Harry asked, "Why not? What's the problem? What's the matter?" "I am sure, and I will bring the sheep by this bridge only." Peter got a bit angry and started commanding. "No, no, Harry, you will not bring them on this bridge. Don't you understand what I am saying? No means no." Hearing this, Harry also grew furious. "You know, they are my sheep, and I will bring them through this bridge and this bridge only." Both began arguing. And children, you know what happened? In anger, Peter began stamping his feet and beating a stick on the ground, which he had a stick in his hand. You know, he started beating the stick on the ground and shouting, "You shall not bring your sheep this way. Go, take your sheep back. Understood? Hold back your sheep." Harry yelled. "Peter, you hold back your stick. Take care not to hurt my sheep and frighten them. You know, they might jump out of fear and fall into the water." Peter and Harry stood in the middle of the bridge, arguing, quarreling, and shouting at the top of their voices. Neither of them was ready to give up. Just then, a third man, Tom, who was also from the village of Gotham, came there. He was riding a horse. Seeing them fighting, he stopped to know why they were fighting, why they were yelling. And Peter and Harry, they were still arguing and shouting at each other. Tom understood what they were fighting for. He said to himself, "These foolish men are arguing, fighting for no logical reason at all. I should teach them a good lesson." And he got down from his horse and went to both of them. He said, "Peter, Harry, please calm down. It's not good to fight. You are both neighbors, isn't it? Could you please help me to unload this sack of flour? Peter and Harry stopped their argument at once and started helping Tom in unloading the sack of flour which was on the back of the horse. After the sack was unloaded, Tom requested, "Please help me carrying this sack to the edge of the bridge." Both Peter and Harry were a bit puzzled. Nevertheless, they helped Tom. And when they reached the edge of the bridge, Tom opened the mouth of the sack and he emptied all the flour in the river. After that, Tom turned towards Harry and Peter and asked, "Now tell me, how much flour is there in this sack?" Both of them were puzzled. They looked at each other, thinking that what a foolish question this Tom is asking. Both of them answered together, "Why? There is no flour in this sack. It is empty. It is empty." Hearing this, Tom said, "Oh, so now there is no flour in this sack. I cannot empty it anymore, isn't it?" But he began laughing and laughing, and he said, "See, if you both, Harry and Peter, have that much sense, then why are you senselessly arguing and fighting for the sheep, which are already not there? Where is the sheep for which you are fighting? Which sheep are you telling? Why are you telling, let them pass, hold back your sheep, my sheep will fall? Where is the sheep?" Hearing this, they both kept quiet. Harry and Peter started thinking, and after some time, all the three were laughing. And children, who do you think is the wisest of all or the foolish of all? Are Harry and Peter foolish for quarreling for the sheep which were not there? Or Tom was foolish that he emptied his sack of flour in the water just to make them understand they were fighting senselessly? So, children, how did you like this story? And we'll meet you again next week with another story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.